Hey there, my name is Eva. Today I am going to share with you 10 things that I quit after the age of 60. Let's get to it. And in true Eva fashion, I wrote out notes because I will never remember all of these 10 things. The first thing I quit was smoking. So I have been a smoker. I'm 62 years old. I have been a smoker for 49 years, and I've quit a few times in that 49 years, probably once for 2 years, once for 3 years, another time for 2 years. Quitting smoking is really hard. It's just not for the faint of heart. So I quit on November 1st. And it's kind of funny because my last video that I made, and I'm going to drop a link to that down below. You have to check out that one. Quite a few people had made a comment. They said, "Oh, I can tell you're a smoker." And yes, I was a smoker, but I have quit. That was number one. I quit smoking. If you are over 60 and you're thinking about quitting smoking, just do it. Yes, it's hard, but just do it. The second thing that I quit after 60 was worrying about stuff. I don't worry too much about the future. I don't worry about what people think of me, but that's another point. There's a lot of things that I used to worry about. Um, when I in my younger years, I just don't anymore. I feel I'm of the mindset that, and this might maybe it's just going to get a little woo woo here, but whatever. I know the mindset that the universe and God will provide or take care, or everything's just going to work out, And if I lost you at the God comment, whatever, I don't care. So yeah, I just have more faith now that things are just going to work out the way they're supposed to work out, and I don't stress about stuff anymore. I just don't have time for that. The third thing that I quit doing after 60 was being a people pleaser. I'm just not here for that anymore. And I used to always try to and I think a lot of women are like that though. We want everybody to be happy and we do all kinds of things to please people and we don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. And well, I just don't do any of that anymore. I please myself now. That kind of sounds awkward, but I do things to make myself happy because I am number one. And I think that's important for people to remember and to realize is that you are number one and your happiness comes first. And do not waste your time or efforts trying to please other people. Please yourself first and everything else will fall into place. So number three, I stopped being a people pleaser. Number four, I quit sugar, which was super hard. I'm a junk food junkie. I mean, I love a good chocolate bar and a good piece of chocolate cake and apple pie, just like the next person. But sugar messes with you. I mean, sugar is a devil, right? It's poison. So I was noticing that I was having anxiety attacks and little panic attacks, and I was trying to figure out what the hell was going on with, like, why am I having all these crazy attacks all of a sudden? Like, it just didn't make any sense. And I was able to link them to my diet, and diet plays a huge role in our health, right? You are what you eat. So I quit sugar. I actually switched over to, because I still do love sweets and I love cookies and all of that stuff, but I switched over to stevia. So I use stevia. I know it's the lesser of two evils, but I switched over to stevia now to put in my coffee, when I do my baking, for everything. I use stevia for everything, and zero anxiety attacks. I mean, yeah, sugar's the devil. I quit sugar. That was really important. Number five, I stopped neglecting my health, and not only with what I eat, but in exercising too, because I go through like phases where I work out, then I stop, and then I start doing yoga, then I stop, and like I'm just up and down. And I've always done that. I've always been like that. But I've also always been very conscious of exercising, but I'll go through spurts where I'll exercise, for like I'm hardcore for like a year or 2 years, and then something will happen, and I'll take a month or two off. So I don't take any time off anymore. And I'm back at the gym, and I go to the gym like 5 or 6 days a week. I mean, I'm not doing any bodybuilding stuff. I was a bodybuilder back in my 40s, actually. I also was an aerobics instructor and a personal trainer at the YMCA. So I'm very health conscious. But I just go through these curves where I'm like, yes, I'm healthy. I don't really feel like being healthy right now. So I am back at the gym and I'm not taking my physical health for granted anymore, which also means, quitting sugar, trying to drink more water, which is really hard for me to do. Water is just boring. But I do put lemon and stuff in my water to make it kind of flavorful. So I'm not neglecting my health anymore. And I just want to, and I did do a video. I'm going to drop that. I'm going to drop a bunch of links down below in the description box. I really want you to go check out the links to some of the other videos that I made that I think are going to be really helpful to you. And suddenly I feel like I'm talking really fast. Sorry about that. So I know a lot of people that I am over 60 and I don't want to go to the gym and I have too many aches and pains. There are a lot of exercises you can do. I'm going to slow down my talking now. There are a lot of exercises you can do. Chair yoga, somebody mentioned that in my last video. Very, very easy for seniors to do chair yoga. You can do resistance band exercises. You don't have to go to the gym. You can work out at home. And you can even just use like soup cans of equal weight or equal size. I mean, just get your body moving. Just do little things, get the blood flowing, strengthen up your muscles a little bit. You don't have to, we're not running, trying for the Olympics or anything. We just want to try to live a little bit healthier into our golden years. So I'm not neglecting my physical health anymore. I do need to start walking more. I'm super lazy when it comes to that. I take my scooter everywhere, and I should walk more. But yeah, I'm not. Don't neglect your health because health is wealth, and without your health, like your health is really important, especially moving into our 60s, 70s, and 80s. We got to take care of that. Like we really need to do that. That was number 5. Number 6, I quit being around toxic people. I ain't got no time for that shit. I really don't. And I was noticing that a lot of the people that I had in my friends circle, after, spending an hour or two and coming home, I was like, like just emotionally drained. Like I just felt heavy, icky energy. And I thought, I can't do this anymore. I can't be around toxic people anymore. They suck the soul out of me. And what's the point? I get no pleasure out of it. They're toxic and they're negative, and I just don't have time for that. I want to have people in my life now that are joyful, that are optimistic, that are kind and compassionate and loving and just, happy and content in their own skin. And those are the people that I want in my circle around me. And if I can't find people like that, or if I have a hard time, then I'll just play with my cats. Anyway, I stopped hanging around toxic people. Number 7 is I quit caring about what people think. What people think of me, what people think of what I wear, what people think of the things I do. I don't care anymore. I lived my entire life trying to make everybody happy and live. I practically lived my life for other people, to please people, to not to hurt people, to make people like me. I mean, I did really stupid things to make people like me and want to be my friend. And I think a lot of us are guilty of that, which is, when we're in our 60s, we were like, why did we even do that? That was so ridiculous. But we did. So I'm at a point now where I quit caring what people think. I do what makes me happy and what brings me joy and what fills my heart. And if you don't like it, I don't care. You don't have to like it because this is my life now and I'm living life on my terms and I'm doing things that I want to do that bring me joy and you don't have to like it. You don't. You just don't. All right, that was number 7. Number 8, I quit using my filter. And with that like when how can I explain this? When people are they like rub you the wrong way. I just don't, I just say what I mean. How's that? I'm not going to dance. I say what I mean and I mean what I say. I don't say anything to make you happy. I don't say anything to not hurt your feelings. And what I mean by that, and a lot of people are like, oh, that's so mean. No, I don't mean that if I hurt your feelings, I don't give a shit. I'm not going to say mean things to you to intentionally hurt your feelings. That's not the kind of person that I am. But if I said something that does hurt your feelings, then that's on you. You got to dig deep to figure out why what I said triggered you. That's not my problem. And people have done that to me, that this is a two-way thing, right? There are people just last week, 2 weeks ago, when somebody commented on one of my videos and it triggered me, and I was like, how dare you say that to me? And it hurt my feelings, and I realized why. And she triggered an old wound from my childhood. So that's what I mean by that. I'm not running around with absolutely zero filter and just saying hurtful shit to people and hurt. I'm not doing that. But I don't have my filter anymore. I quit the filter. It's gone. And I just say what I mean, and I'm honest. And sometimes maybe it can come off cross as brutally honest. I don't mean to hurt people's feelings. Anyway, that's number 8. Number 9 is I quit stressing over little things. And that, I guess that's kind of hand in hand with number 2, which was worrying. But I don't really stress about stuff anymore. Life is short, man. I'm 62 and I don't have time to worry or stress about things that I have absolutely no control over. The only thing that I have control over is myself. I can control my emotions. I can control how I react to things. I cannot control things. I cannot control people, and I cannot control the outcome of things. And when you try to control all those things, that's when you start worrying and you get stressed. Well, I don't control any of that anymore. And I quit stressing over all the little things. Things are just going to happen exactly the way they're supposed to happen. And that's the way life rolls. And the final thing that I quit, was eating shitty food, because I realized that, going back to the sugar and neglecting my health, that we are what we eat, right? So I find that, so here's something, this is kind of I did a little bit of an experiment, but something happened. So I love cereal. I love to have a nice bowl of cereal at the end, like in the evening, sometimes after dinner. But I quit eating cereal a long time ago because it's full of sugar and it's got full of bad carbs and it's processed food and it comes in a box. So I stopped eating all that crappy stuff probably a few years ago, late 50s, early moving into my 60s. And probably about 6 months ago or so, I really was craving cereal, and I thought, no, I'm going to buy a box of cereal and I'm going to enjoy a bowl of cereal in the evening. And let me tell you, Mr. Man, I had the sorest belly in the world for like hours after that bowl of cereal. And I thought, that'll teach you. So my body just absolutely rejects processed food. I can't eat shitty food anymore. If I eat pizza, I'll get a sore belly. I mean, all of that. I just can't. So I quit eating shitty food. And it's not to say that I never ever indulge. I'm not perfect. I do indulge, guilty as charged, every now and again. Like the other day, we had a spay and neuter clinic. I volunteer here at Spay and Neuter Clinic, and somebody brought pizza, and I had a piece of pizza, and then an hour later, my stomach was like, well, that wasn't a very good idea, and I had a sore belly, and I had a sore belly for a few hours. So it's all about moving into our golden years, taking better care of ourselves, less stress, not worrying, finding joy in the little things, not stressing over the little things, and just making the most of each and every day that we have. Because we don't know how much time we have left, right? I'm 62, and I could live for 40 more years, or I could have a heart attack or a stroke tomorrow. Because I did quit. I did smoke for 49 years, so I'm not, a pillar of health. Um, so I'm just trying to make the best of what I have today, and I'm doing my best, and that's all I can do right now. So those are the 10 things I quit after 60. What did you quit? I want to know what you quit doing after 60 or 70 or 50 or whenever. Drop those comments down below. I feel like I was talking really fast. Thank you for watching, and I will catch you. Oh, I do. Sorry, now I have something in my. I do upload videos. Damn. I do upload videos every Sunday. So don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, click the notification bell. I do upload random shorts when the mood hits me. That's all I got. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will catch y'all back here on the next video. Bye for now.